Sattura, Pavlova, and Mari settle in for the night. Sattura and Mari near the door so Mari can be as close to the rest of nature, and Sattura just to help comfort Mari. Pavlova is just snoozing in the tent nearby, just being cozy. Mari, completely exhausted, right to sleep. It took a while to fall asleep in the first place, but once you're there, you're deep in it. Sattura, on the other hand, although sleeping, still had that alertness from the observation of the area earlier before going to sleep. You remember seeing the whole tree line just moving, and that helps you maybe instinctually notice scuttling noises coming from the east side of the tent, the side closest to the tree line. Just seems like there's maybe something rubbing up against the tent, trying to crawl under the tent.
I cautiously tip over to the tent flap, trying to see if something does crawl over.
As you do, you notice a little, very round, white ball. Looks kind of like threads with little green appendages coming out from underneath it as it scoots underneath the tent, not paying really any attention to anything else as its heads down, trying to go under, and it holds it up long enough for another round body to come in after, with a couple little pointed arrow eyebrows coming up, standing on one leg as a tarountula and a hoothoot wiggle in underneath the edge of this tent and come inside.
Satra's just eyes wide open and just what are you doing in here?
As Sattura whispers, Tarountula attention snaps to hearing the whisper coming from Sattura and bumping into Hoothoot, who also bumps into the table, knocking off bags and any remaining apples. Pavlova snoozing, really enjoying that dream. Some apples roll up next to you. You don't even notice. You just start cuddling with the apples. Mari, on the other hand, snaps awake, hearing the little commotion, already a bit paranoid and scared, and you immediately notice the two intruders over in the corner, right by Sattura on one end and then Pavlova sleeping on the other.
What? Mari tries her hardest not to scream.
Sattura raises her hand and just shh. You see her Pavlova, how are you so?
It was late. The human that she sees, or at least the bag of making something that smells sweet with a strong scent of cinnamon, before the human turns around to offer a slice.
Tarountula, I'm sorry. I didn't know anyone was in here. Smell apples. Figured there might be some supplies. Oh yeah. We're just poking around. Looking for food.
Are you guys hungry?
I can eat. Yeah. Any food?
Okay.
Okay. I didn't mean to intrude. I don't want us to get in trouble. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There's no need to make a fuss. We can share some supplies.
I may be a prickly pear, but trust me, I'm not edible.
Yeah, don't eat Mari. She's not a Tropius.
Oh, we wouldn't eat anyone. That's what. We're not cannibals. Why would we do that? Just any other snacks? Yeah, just anything we can get. Why would we eat other Pokemon?
You just see Satura just attempts to raise an eyebrow, but Oshawott has no eyebrows. Okay.
I can look in the other tent if you want.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you want to share, well, thank you. Yeah. We didn't know what to do. We thought we could at least check it out. We didn't want to intrude too much.
I'll see what I can find.
Sattura, as you notice them, they're young. They don't look starving, but it's the middle of the night. It's weird that they're here, but you don't sense any hostility from them.
So I look into the supply bag.
In the supply bag is mainly just orange berries and apples. Mainly more orange berries now than apples.
It's the healing tent, so Satura grabs an apple, and she's like, you guys are okay with sharing an apple, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah. We'll take an apple. Is there anything else? And starts trying to look into the bag while you're still holding it.
Oh, okay. All right, let's take one thing at a time. It's kind of weird that two young Pokemon are out and about in the middle of the night. Of course, that's understandable. Hoothoot is nocturnal, and so is Tarountula.
So Mari's just tiptoeing over to the other tent.
Mari, as you leave the tent, going over to what you were told is more supplies in another tent. It's too dark to really notice anything, and you can really only guess where you're going based off of walking past it once before, barely making it to where the other tent is.
Since it's like Sattura grabs the apple and she just cuts it in half. She gives one piece to the tarountula and one piece to the hoothoot.
Both of them take it. They eat it right away. They're trying to put on like a fake smile. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, this will do. Thank you. They kind of just dip back underneath the edge of the tent that they came from without trying to draw any more attention to them. Almost like they're trying to sneak away, but obviously know they're being watched.
Sattura like quietly tips over and just peeks in to see what's going on from this side of the tent.
When you look underneath the flap of the tent, they just went out. You notice they just turned the corner and look like they're going right around the tent, probably heading towards where the other tent that they now know there are more supplies at that Mari went to.
I'm gonna grab Pavlova and be like, all right, we gotta help Mari.
It's so dark in here.
Mari, as you enter the supply tent, there's a little bit of light. Your eyes adjust a bit to see enough around you. This first part is just a smaller room. It has a table. It has some bags and baskets, but they don't look like there's really anything in them yet. But you do see another part that looks like it will lead to the bigger section of the tent with the flaps already open, with a little bit more light in there too to see just a lot more supplies stacked. As you go into that room, you look around and you're noticing there's a lot of supplies, but it's a little bit overwhelming. You're not even exactly sure what you're looking for. Sattura, you woke up Pavlova.
What happened?
Some intruders came in. We need to make sure they don't do anything funny.
Huh?
Come on. She kind of like picks up Pavlova, strapping on the bag, and then picking up Pavlova. She's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, I'm letting it happen.
Have the bag on you now. You're carrying Pavlova.
It's drowsily waking up like, huh?
As soon as you step out, you lose most of your light. Sattura, since you're carrying Pavlova, that kind of obscures your vision a bit and your concentration. Pavlova, you're being carried, can't really control where you are. You just woke up, it's dark, you don't even know what's going on.
It's the other way, I think.
I remember they said that there was a tent right next to ours, that it was with supplies, and the other one was where they went, right?
I don't know. I just woke up.
So I think we should just look for the tent that should have some sort of illumination on.
And as you look closer, you can see faint light coming out of the tent you're trying to aim for. So you get there stumbling your way, taking longer than you should for a tent literally right next to you. Mari, you're inside the bigger compartment of the tent, and then you start hearing scuttling coming a bit deeper in.
Mari hears the sculling and just hides in a corner, not knowing what else to do.
As Mari hides in the corner, you heard the scuttling, but as you listen closer, trying to figure out what the noise actually is, you can hear two voices you just heard not long ago, but are now confused as to why you're hearing them here, as Hoot's just like, oh, I don't know why they didn't share with us more. Yeah, I just want more food. They could share with us a little bit more. And then you also hear coming from the opening of the flaps, more footsteps and the flaps shaking, as it sounds like someone else just came inside.
Mari just peeks
like,
out
yeah,
her head knowing who they are. Isn't that what I'm doing? I'm literally trying to find more food.
I opened like through the flap and I'm now in the room. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, she kind of just still kind of waking up, like not registering what the hell's going on. Is this another dream?
Nope, it's the real deal.
Guys,
Mari, where'd you go?
I'm over here. You guys gotta be quiet. Someone else is in here.
Pavlova, how awake are you?
Huh?
Stick with me, okay?
You hear boxes going through. You maybe even hear some like crunching noises, some eating sounds. You know where they're coming from based off sound already, but they're making their way through, looking through crates until they do eventually pop up into view. As Tarountulas looking through, Hoot hopping around, looking through boxes, looks up just in time to notice Sattura and Pavlova standing in the doorway. Oh, it's you, Tarantula, look, it's them. Oh. And Tarantula, still partially hidden behind crates. Sorry, this isn't, well, what do you think this looks like?
Okay, so be honest with me. You want more food? Is there something going on that we should probably know?
Well, we just want more. We're not starving. Yeah. Oh, it's just food. Sometimes it's hard to find. We're just getting what we can. Things have been getting weird. I mean, just earlier, we weren't even near and we could feel the ground shaking and I know the trees, everything looks scary. The wind, everything's just feeling weird and we're just scared. We want to get more stuff. Oh,
Yeah, when I was outside earlier, I noticed the wind. I didn't like the vibe that the wind was giving me. Has there been stuff going on?
Like, has the weather been weird?
Well, not really. I mean, someone has been causing trouble in the forest lately, but we don't know who it was. No, the weather and the ground shaking, that's all new. Oh, yeah, we don't know what's going on. We don't know who was causing trouble. Oh, please let us just take enough that we'll be more comfortable. It's not just us. We have siblings and our families. We'll just take enough for, all of us. Yeah, that's all we want. Then we'll get out, and we won't bother you anymore.
I go to Mari and to Pavlova and like, all right, so they feel like they're definitely saying the truth. But it's not up to us. We just got brought in here. We might have to ask the dudunsparce and everyone else to hear them out.
What if we get in trouble?
For offering supplies and having no proof about it, yes. But telling the dudunsparce about the situation and also maybe bringing in these two lads over to the dudunsparce to explain the situation, probably not. It is late. But also, I do want to investigate what's going on in these woods. I know we just got out of a life-threatening situation, but I feel like we gotta do something, don't we?
I wouldn't mind going into the woods.
I was starting getting like, that sounded like a very bad idea.
Of course, we're not just gonna blindly go into the woods all up in our faces like, oh, we're not scared, we can take it down. No, we need to plan this. Actually, don't the dudunsparce and the crew kind of know a thing or two about this?
I think they do. I mean, that pink one was going on about treasure.
So maybe they might have an info on if it could possibly help these Pokemon. What do you
Yeah,
think?
that sounds like a good plan.
It'll be daring enough to wake up Dudunsparce, though.
If it goes horribly wrong, we're going down together. Let's go.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I could stay right here and watch these guys.
Actually, I got a better idea. You two, tarountula and hoothoot, right? You wanna go with us? We need you to explain what's going on to the people who could possibly give us a hand with this as well.
Oh, can we just go home? I don't want any trouble. Yeah, we got plenty. We're actually leave this time. I don't want to have to talk to anyone else.
Well, if that's what you want, well, I won't stop you.
But we're doing this to hope to get like a better grasp on the situation. If there is things going on and if there is genuine trouble, I would genuinely like to try to help.
It'll be okay. Just these things, what we got, that'll be okay. Oh, yeah, this is good. This helps a lot already. Like, we're fine. We can handle ourselves. Like I said, we're just preparing just in case. We'll just go.
Sattura, if they want to go, just let them go.
And they start trying to, like, go past you, just like they're trying to casually leave the tent. Obviously aware that trying to sneak out underneath the wall of the tent probably won't put them in good faith.
Okay.
And as they go past you, they're just like being gracious. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. We won't forget you. Yeah, this helps. Okay, we're going now. Sorry, we woke you up. Good night. Yeah, good night.
Okay, stay safe.
And they leave the tent and just
Watch
scurry
out for
away.
strange things. Can I go back to sleep now?
I don't know about you guys, but yeah, it may have been just to keep them distracted, but at the same time, now I'm curious. Now I want to know what's going on in that forest.
I'd rather discuss it all tomorrow. I am still kind of tired.
I don't know how much stuff they had to take, and I'm willing to just replace it.
You did notice as Tarountula and Hoothoot left, Hoothoot had just food tucked underneath feathers. Tarountula just had all kinds of stuff stuck into threads, as well as a few things being carried with the extra appendages. So it looks like they got actually a pretty decent haul.
We're gonna have to explain to the dudunsparce first thing in the morning about the supplies.
Hopefully they believe us.
If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and march straight into the forest.
I'm going with you.
This isn't very wise.
I know it's a bad plan. We really need to plan this out very carefully, but if they won't believe us, we'll make them believe us.
Yeah, we might not have any other choice.
The three of you will go back to your other tent, tidy it up, and then go right back to sleep. You sleep the rest of the night, a little bit in the morning, and you're woken up both by the sunlight and the dudunsparce trying to come into the tent just to see Mari and Sattura right at the doorway. Oh, well, you're awake already, I see. Or waiting. Obviously not paying too much attention by the fact that you literally are waking up due to dudunsparce kind of bumping into them, trying to get into the tent.
Is it all over? Sunlight!
We gotta... Right, yes, it's morning. The dudunsparce, we gotta discuss something that happened last night.
Oh, what do you mean? Last night, like, after we talked?
Yeah, in the middle of the night, when everybody was probably still asleep. We may or may not have gotten some intruders.
Came in where exactly?
They came in through the tent flaps, from the woods, and they said some very interesting things, and I would like to confirm the situation.
Sorry, it's just didn't expect that news right this late in the morning.
Late?
Yeah, well, we were letting you sleep in. Honestly, we expected you to get up earlier. Don't know how you didn't notice. Well, our excavation crew is here and are getting ready to get to work. I came to wake you up and get you all ready. We'll probably be heading out soon.
I should have been up at sunrise. Then I could have really basked in the humidity and the sunlight.
We had a rough night. Speaking of, Pavlova.
Eh,
Pavlova?
She's still snoozing.
Well, I guess there's not much you all really need to do. I guess if you're hungry already, get some breakfast. Pavlova, sorry to wake you. It's getting kind of late in the morning.
What? Kind of like sets up a little bit, holding the apple.
Oh, okay, good. Well, you three, just get ready. We're head out. I'm going to finish up talks with the excavation team, make sure they're all good to go. You can either wait here and we'll grab you on our way out, or meet us back over there if you want to meet all of them, but it shouldn't take us too long to get ready.
I have some questions about the woods that we're literally right next to.
If we head directly east, it really won't even take us much of the day to get through them, so there's not much to worry about in there. I know there's some Pokemon that live in there, never really cause any problems. We just leave them be. I don't see them being a problem.
About that.
What do you mean about that?
When we were sleeping, we were awoken by the sound of two Pokemon from the forest sneak in looking for food.
Yeah.
And they said that something's been going on in the woods, that the wind has been funny, and that the ground has been shaking a lot.
Well, I don't know much about the wind, but assume the ground shaking is from the cave-in. As big as it was, and from talking to everyone else, and even Audino and Timber felt it, and it was strong enough for them to panic and send Pidgeotto to get the excavation team right away without any sort of authorization. So I imagine the shaking must have reached out even farther than we realized.
Oh.
As far as the local Pokemon in this area sneaking in looking for food, I don't know who it was. Honestly, not even a rare occurrence. I mean, part of us are a rescue team, so we do help others. We don't pay too much attention to it as long as it's not causing trouble. We'll happily give out food if we need to, but was there any other trouble they caused?
Not that I can think of.
They just said that things have gotten kind of hard. What are in these woods?
Like I said, directly east isn't too deep. We go further north, though. Forest wraps around, it gets thicker. There's another dungeon close by. It's not too much of a problem. It hasn't really caused anything, but the forest... I mean, we have a pretty good idea of it. Just not too much to worry about. I don't know exactly anything specific to address your question, though. Just local Pokemon living. Anything else you would see in nature, really. Really, the only reason we came here is the mysteriousness of this cave that opened up. We haven't really paid much mind to what's going on in the forest lately.
Oh, okay.
All right, then.
I'm gonna go talk to this crew. We'll be heading out. Just be prepared to leave. I know you don't really have much to pack. We won't really be needing to pack anything. We'll leave this camp set up for the team as we go along. Do as you please until we leave. I'm going to go talk to the rest of them. Dudunsparce immediately goes off, heading back towards the cave, where you can already see a lot more Pokemon gathered around.
Are we allowed to go investigate the woods? Pavlova kind of just waddles up there, holding the apple under one arm, rubbing her eyes, like,
Look, if we go, we just have to make it quick.
The thing is, it's gonna take a while. I think you're gonna start getting worried. But at the same time, we have to
see for
Do you
ourselves.
think you have a map of the area?
Yeah, we really don't have anything on us, etc. Except for, like an apple. Hold up, apple.
And some seeds.
And this bag. I say as I grab the supply bag.
We could always see if we can ask for a map.
So are you saying we should just go into the woods?
I will really advise against that. It'd be a really bad idea for us to go in the woods without no map.
Mari, you remember Breloom was the one leading everyone, giving directions, has a map, and knows that most likely that map will also cover the forest, or at least Breloom will have one. Sattura, you remember all that too, and also you know exactly where Breloom keeps the map, hanging out of the bag, right where you could probably just take it.
Who's good at drawing?
I mean, I think I can, but I don't know how well I can do it with these hands.
I know exactly where breloom has their map. We don't need to steal it. We just need to get all the crucial details.
That actually doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Okay, let me get this straight. We're gonna take the map and
No.
attempt to.
Copy it. We're gonna make our own copy of the map.
Yeah, so we know where we're going.
Pablo kind of rubs her leg, cream water, like, You know, that actually does sound like a better idea, but where are we gonna get paper?
Sattura looks at the apple, looks at an orange and she's like, yeah, like, I got it. She goes in, grabs a towel, she grabs the berry, and I'm like, we can make a map out of berry juice.
Oh.
Oh?
I don't have to experience pain anymore.
Huh?
The original plan was to rip off one of her petals.
Pablo looks to Mari like, huh? What?
So let's look for breloom's map and try to copy down on a towel.
Alright.
And just as you decide that you want to make a map with breloom's map, you notice the dudunsparce, tinkaton, and breloom walk up. Okay, I got the rest of the excavation team ready to go. Timber Aldino is going to stay here for support in case they need it. It's a good crew. I trust them to get the job done. Whenever we get back, we'll talk more, discuss, meet up with the rest of the guild leaders. And then when they're done, we'll hold a funeral for Machamp. For now, all of us are ready to go. I assume you three must be ready to go. And then looks at Sattura and how you're carrying a bag. Well, sure, bring that along if you want. We have plenty of supplies here. We stocked up more too. It's not a long trip. We should be there late afternoon, early evening. Really, we should be there before the sun starts to set, if anything. Like I said, it's not too far of a trip. And Tinkaton's like, yeah, let's just get going. Yeah, I wanted to stay and help, but I'll go on with you. I know we're needed back there anyways. Okay, you three, let's go. Tinkaton, breloom, you know the way too. But keep an eye on these three. I don't see any problems coming, so we still should be cautious either way. Just because of the unexpected cave-in and everything else may have riled up any local Pokemon too, but I don't expect this to cause too much trouble. Let's head on out. And ushers you three to join the group and follow along.
Looks back to Sattura and Mari like, what are we gonna do now?
We have to follow them.
I'll stay behind breloom and we'll copy down the map.
Yeah, and then when they're not looking, we make a break for it back to the forest.
That sounds bad. Doesn't seem very wise. But I am also curious.
We have to make sure, we have to make as many precautions as we can.
Okay. But if it gets too bad, we should really come up with a plan to escape.
That's why reunion capes. We're gonna take them off when we split up. Take them off, and then if the things get too bad, put them on. I'm gonna grab Mari, and then we should get back to the crew.
I really hope that can work.
Then you see Tinkaton take the lead, breloom right behind. Dudunsparce, ushers, and gestures for the three of you to fall in behind breloom, and the Dudunsparce is going to take the rear to keep watch over everyone.
Sattura, gets the towel bundled up, and she's got some berry juice prepared for makeshift paint. Hopefully this works out.
I hope so too.
If all else fails, I could just, I don't know, cover us?
Okay, the six of us, let's head out. Let's go into the forest and head back to meet up with everyone else.